Hi, John Morgan here with Bob's Market and Greenhouses, and welcome to this week's episode of Bob's Live. And we are not streaming in all the places that we normally stream, and that's because of Facebook. So they had that big outage today. I don't know what happened, but now it won't even let me log in to our Streamlabs account to be able to do the stream the way I normally do it. So I was able to get connected to X and YouTube. So those are the only two places where the stream is going to be going out tonight. That being said, it is Green Career Week. And I wanted to talk about green careers. And first of all, let me get everything reset back to where it was because I had to go digging around in websites and completely messed everything up. All right, so yeah, it is Green Career Week. And it is being put on by an organization called Seed Your Future. And let me find the web page here. There we go. Maybe. Yes? No? It's not going to work now? Oh, this is great. Absolutely great. Let's see. Nothing like edit. No, that's my properties. Close. Window capture. Properties. Hey, there we go. Okay, so nothing's going to go right this evening. We've established that right from the start. It is Green Career Week, and over on our website, now I gotta get back to that. If you scroll down right at the top of our website at bobsmarket.com, we are having an essay contest for Green Career Week. And it's open to middle school and high school students. And basically, just write an essay about careers in horticulture and what you think about that. And the winning essay is going to win a set of Apple AirPods. And submissions are due on March 15th. So on our homepage of our website, if you click here or click the little Green Career Week icon there, it takes you to the contest webpage. And yeah, it's open to grades 6 through 12. Needs to be 500 to 1,000 words ish. I don't sit down and count every single word. And it's due Friday, March 15th. So not this Friday, but the next Friday. And you need to email it to ask@bobsmarket.com. And this is the important part, with the subject line Green Career Essay Contest. And that way, in my flood of emails that I get every day, I can create a rule that looks for that specific subject and then move it over to a folder where I can find it. And also, you want to, of course, attach the essay as either a PDF or Word file, and then also put some contact information in there. I've got your email, obviously, because you've sent it to me, but, that's not always the best way to reach out and get in touch with someone. So, yeah, that is one aspect of Green Career Week. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Green Career Week here in a few minutes. Before I do that, though, we've got some news, and that is that our Mason Market location, just down the road from our headquarters here in Mason, West Virginia, is going to be opening up for springtime. So we closed during the wintertime, and now we're getting ready to open back up. So I thought we'd head down to the market. I was down there today as they were working on getting things ready. So let's check it out.
Hi, John Morgan here, and right now I am here at our Mason Market, which we've been closed during the winter season, and that's because all the folks here at the market have been working up in our production facility, sowing seeds and all that good stuff. Well, tomorrow on Wednesday, we're going to be opening up the market for the spring season. And right now, the hours are going to be Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then closed on Sunday. So let's take a look at a little bit of what we have. So, right now, we have a selection of spring cold hardy vegetables, things like collard greens, um, lettuce mixes, broccoli, and then, of course, cabbage. That's a great thing that you can plant right now. We also have a selection of strawberry plants. And then, of course, pansies, because you need a little bit of color right now in the springtime. And we've got just a wide selection of different pansy colors. So, along with that, we also have onion sets, seed potatoes, and also a selection of produce. So, come on out and check out what we have tomorrow. And of course, as we head later into spring, we're going to keep getting more stuff in. So yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. So feels like spring is finally starting to arrive.
So that is down at our Mason Market. And as I said, I recorded that just a little bit ago today. And looking outside, the weather has definitely changed. So, yeah, we just had some thunderstorms that rolled through. On top of all the issues I was having with the streaming software, we were also having a ton of lightning strikes. And it looks like we've got another little blob there headed toward us on radar. Um, but yeah, we've had some beautiful weather the last couple days, and now it's going to drop back down to some more seasonable weather, 50s, 60s in the daytime. But, 78 today, that was just insane for what, the 5th of March? And yeah, we've got some really beautiful weather right now. Looking ahead though at the forecast, ooh, what happened there? There we go. Looking ahead, we're going to be in the 60s throughout the rest of the week, and then heading into next week, we've got kind of one cool day there. But the thing you want to pay attention to this time of year is the nighttime temperatures. So in the video, I was showing off some of the veggies that we're getting in. Things like lettuce. I would, if we're going to have a really cold night, I would make sure they're covered up. Um, Lettuce is the perfect thing to use row covers for this time of year. So I have some hoop style row covers that I put in over top of my lettuce, and that protects them from the frost. If we're going to have a really hard freeze, then you would want to cover up like your cabbage and all the other stuff. Uh, so usually, once we get more toward the end of March into April, that's when you don't really have to worry about too much. But cabbage, I mean, they're pretty hardy. I've had them out before and they've got completely frozen, like the outer leaves kind of wilted on them, but they came right back out of it. once we start getting some warm weather again. So you just want to keep that in mind if you're getting out into the garden. And yeah, with this beautiful weather we had the last couple days, last night I was up in the greenhouse uptown, and the sunset up there was absolutely gorgeous. So I just shot a quick video to kind of give you a little taste of what the greenhouse looks like at sunset.
Hi, John Morgan here, and this evening I am at our new uptown greenhouse. And last time we were up here, we had a bunch of ferns laying out on the ground. And this evening, I'm here right as the sun is setting, and as you can see, we have a sea of seedlings up here now. So this entire side of this greenhouse right here is all vinca, and it looks like most of this area right here is impatiens, and I haven't looked to see what we have down there yet. So let's take a closer look at what we have growing up here. So we have beacon white impatiens right here in this area, and it is just gorgeous right now with the sun setting. All right, so yeah, I walked down to this end of the greenhouse, and this is all impatiens also. And in fact, this entire bay right here looks like it has 512s in it. And I just did some quick math. So from that end of the greenhouse down to the walkway right here in the middle, we have right at 400,000 seedlings just along this walkway. So yeah, insane numbers. And then over on this side of the greenhouse, we have vinca, and these are 288 trays. So you're looking at about half that number, so about 200,000 per bay on this side. And yeah, this greenhouse, it has 13 bays going all the way down to the end down there. Or well, 14. There's 13 with lights. Got one extra there on the end. So just a tremendous amount of seedlings. And well, that is a quick look at what we have growing right now here uptown.
All right, so yeah, that's a little peek at our uptown greenhouse in the sunset in the evening. And well, the last thing that I want to take a look at this week kind of circles back around to Green Career Week. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about what it is and also the organization that heads it up. So, Green Career Week, it is a chance for us to reach out to schools, and that's something that we already do. I do a ton of tours this time of year for high schools. So a lot of them have greenhouse programs, and they come in and take a tour. And usually, what they do is they purchase our partial plug trays. So they're seedling trays that we wouldn't normally sell to like our wholesale customers because we guarantee them full trays. These are like leftover extra trays. And what we do is we sell those to local independent garden centers. And then we also sell them to high schools at a wholesale price. And what they're able to do then is take those and transplant them and grow them into a finished process, the exact same process that we're doing here at Bob's. And then they can have a springtime uh, sale as a fundraiser. And we've really helped a lot of greenhouses, school greenhouses, kind of become self sufficient. Because I know I used to be a teacher, and trying to get funding for your program is the hardest thing, especially if it's something like a greenhouse program Or for me, I taught science, and lab equipment isn't cheap. And the little $300-400 a year you get to buy equipment, that doesn't go very far when you're looking at, say, purchasing a microscope or something. Well, the same thing happens with greenhouses. Greenhouses are expensive to run and expensive to build and repair. So if we can help a school kind of be self-sufficient and fund their own greenhouse, that just helps their program that much more. So during Green Career Week, I kind of take our tour on the road. So I spoke at the Mason County Career Center earlier this week. I'm speaking at a school in St. Albans later this week. And then over the next few weeks, I'm doing webinars and speaking at a few other schools. And then this week, like on Thursday, we have 3 separate high schools that are coming in for tours. So yeah, that is kind of a big thing. And Seed Your Future is the organization that is in charge of Green Career Week. And let me find the webpage here. So I'm on their website. It's seedyourfuture.org. And they have just a wealth of information here on the horticultural industry. And one of the cool things that they have, if I can find it here, is under the resources tab, I believe. Of course, they have horticulture careers, scholarships, internships. If you're a teacher and you teach like middle school, the Bloom program is awesome. It was developed, I think, in conjunction with Scholastic. And then, they're just kind of branching out and trying to spread the word about horticulture industry careers. Because right now, we're running about a 40% deficit on filling horticulture jobs. But yeah, right here, I think this is it. Yeah, on horticulture careers. This is what I was looking for. Right here, they have this massive list that you can scroll down through. All of those are different horticulture careers. And let's see if I can find my career in there. Yeah, so right here is my career, Information Technology Specialist. And if you click on it, it brings up a whole list of the training that you need, where to study, salary expectations, professional organizations within IT, and then they even have some videos. So yeah, if you're looking at wanting to go into a career in horticulture, like, there are tons of different careers. And well, what I'm going to do is to end this week's episode of Bob's Live. I'm going to kind of dig back in our archive of videos and play an interview that I did with the, I guess she's the head or president, I'm not sure what her actual title is, of Seed Your Future. So this was recorded, I think, 2 years ago now, but it gives you a little bit more information on what Seed Your Future is. So I'm going to end with that and then go right into the closing credits. And yeah, so until next time, keep growing. Back in July during Cultivate, I went to a presentation on Seed Your Future. It is an industry organization that works to promote green collar careers to middle school and high school students because that's an area that's somewhat underserved in schools. I know from when I was in school in this area, everyone was promoting medical field careers and going into teaching. And I chose the latter. And I have a degree in education. I taught for a couple years. It just wasn't for me. And a lot of you know the rest of the story. I kind of Forrest Gump my way into my career here at Bob's Market. And I've been here now for almost 15 years at this point. But Seed Your Future kind of hits the perfect intersection for me because it's education and horticulture. So shortly after Cultivate, I contacted the director of Seed Your Future, Jasmine Albaran, and we sat down for a Zoom meeting where she could kind of pick my brain as sort of from the perspective of an educator that works in our industry. And also, I could kind of pick her brain because I, at the time, was working on redesigning the educational outreach section of our website. Now, I got permission to share some clips from our meeting. It's going to seem kind of disjointed and kind of edited together because, well, that's just the way it is. But let's hear from Jasmine about Seed Your Future and what they're doing.
As I mentioned in my presentation, I am not from the industry, and it has just been so interesting learning. You know, every time I saw when I saw a plant, I never thought twice, where did it come from? How long did it take it to grow? Nothing. And then when I first started it in May last year and went to my first Cultivate, I was just blown away at how complex this industry is, how diverse it can be, how international it is. So that has really been a big motivator for me to make sure that young people know all of those things, because most people think of the farmer, the landscaper, and the person cutting your grass. Like that's what people think of horticulture and don't realize, one, the amount of technology that's in the industry, the vast opportunities within the industry, and that you can make money as well. So we're trying to help inform the masses of all of that, all of the above. I think that's the fun part, right? Seeing people just light up when they realize this is a business. This is full of different careers and different opportunities. And that's, again, another thing that we always want to highlight. We get so many people that just think of horticulture as a hobby, right? It's just gardening. It's just something you do for fun. I'm just playing with plants. But there are so many wonderful careers that you can have a part of this industry. And I'll tell you, in my last year, I cannot believe, well, I can now, how satisfied people are in these different careers and how much they love what they do and how much they want to share what they know with others. The first month I was here, it was like, okay, these people are just nice because I'm new, right? They're being nice. And then 3 months later, everyone is just as chipper and nice. And then 6 months, and then 10 months, I'm like, these are some of the most happiest people I have ever met. And it goes to, you're working with all these beautiful products. How can you not be so happy, right? It's hard work. It's year-round work. But I tell people, it's just something about being in nature and working with nature. And you get to see that you're bringing these things to life, these beautiful plants. It really does impact our physical, mental, and emotional health. So again, that's another motivating factor to try to get as many students into this industry, because I know they will be happy, right, for the rest of their life. I've met many people that said, I found horticulture by accident. I found it as a second career. You know, I found it in my 40s and 50s. So we can get all these career options in front of students sooner than later so they can realize, oh wow, I love plants and I can work with plants and make a living. Well, that would just be great to be able to get. And knowing that the horticulture industry needs all of those students, especially as folks are set to retire, how can we get them, the younger generation, learning from them before they retire and soak up all that amazing knowledge?
Yep. Yeah, that was something for me. I mean, I went to high school right here in Mason. So 2-minute drive from my office is the high school that I went to. And it's like, I didn't know
You didn't know.
this
Oh my
existed
goodness.
as an option.
I know.
And really, even to branch off of that, with the career track that I sort of picked, because at the time at my high school, you had to kind of pick your career path and then take all the courses that went along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up teaching at the career center in our county, where they had machine shop and welding and all this stuff that I didn't even know was an option. And I'm
Right.
like, why didn't I know about this?
I know. I think, when we're in school, you hear be a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, those, kind of ones that everyone knows, but no one says go into horticulture. No one says go work in nature. So that's something that we're hoping to change by reaching as many teachers as we can across the country to say, one, we are here developing these tools for you to implement as you're having conversations with students about workforce development, right? We know teachers are pressed for time, strapped for resources, and it is expensive to put these things together. So our hope and idea is we will create resources for industry and teachers to use them freely to educate that next generation of potential employees coming into the industry. Another thing that I really want to work on as well is within our industry, we do a really great job about talking about, be in nature, be with plants, this is how you grow them, this is how you do it, but it stops there. We really got to start talking about, and you can work in this industry, and you can be in IT in this industry, you can be in marketing and HR, accounting, the plant production side, but also those admin jobs. Like you said, you were 2 minutes away from there and had no idea it was there, let alone the variety of careers that they had. So that's also something I'm trying to do when I'm out talking to folks.
So again, I want to thank Jasmine for letting me share this information. And once again, it's Seed Your Future, and their website is seedyourfuture.org. And I definitely recommend going over and checking out their website, no matter whether you're a teacher, a parent, or a student, because they have just a wealth of information over there. But especially if you're a parent that thinks that, your child might be interested in a career in the horticulture industry, or if you're a student that's interested, because a really neat tool that they have on their website is a career finder tool. So they have a list of 150 different jobs in our industry with descriptions, videos, and then it also takes it a step further of matching you up with universities and colleges that carry those programs. So if you really want to find a career in the horticulture industry, that is an excellent place to start. So again, that is seedyourfuture.org.